And we're live at Improper City doing our double IPA, our double Improper Popoff at our lovely bar in Denver, Colorado. I am SilverTowdy FGC, and this is
Ryudo, and we're happy to have you all here for some more Guilty Gear action. I know if you were here a little bit earlier, you might have been able to see some of the Smash action and whatnot here. And as myself and Tabby were talking about before, we don't kind of recognize a lot of people here. And it actually rules because we're going to probably see a very hugely different side of Guilty Gear coming in here because we're seeing a lot of the crossover from the inherently Smash crowd instead of the inherently classic FGC crowd.
Exactly. Like, usually when I'm going to Strive tournaments, we're off at Akihabara Arcade in Westminster, which has a lot of the old hands who've been playing Guilty Gear since, like, XX, Accent Core plus R, and, like, are still trying to run Xrd brackets, like, every monthly that we do. But here, this is where we have most of our Smash tournaments in Colorado, and we have a surprising amount of crossover as both of the players here that we see are getting set up right now have brought like full fight sticks, which I was not expecting after the sheer number of Smash players that I just don't recognize today. As this is going to be a really fun experience because coming from a Smash background where basically the whole point about Smash is to win neutral so hard your opponent isn't on the stage anymore.
Right.
As compared to a traditional Guilty Gear background where it's much more about the set play options that your characters can bring, like setting up the Milia disc, for example, that's been going on for ages. As we're getting ready for our first round of pools. We have about a 26-man bracket in today with a pot bonus to work with.
Yeah, we're hitting at a $150 pot bonus here, so, you know, I think that helped drive a lot of people who maybe like, okay, well, I only kind of dabble in Smash. I dabble in Smash. I dabble in Strive and whatnot. And it's like I play in passing while I'm kind of like not focused on Smash as much and whatnot. And so I think it's bringing a lot of these folks out here to say, you know what? I got really nothing to lose on this. They're going to throw a pot bonus in this. I might be able to win within the Smash crowd itself. Let's give it a go.
Some Guilty Gear. And this is like the single best Guilty Gear to get into as a crossover game as well because like it's pretty easy to maintain your muscle memory and work with this one because like honestly, Red Roman cancel, it's just custom combo straight out of Super Turbo.
Right.
It's just like heavy. Hey, I broke the wall.
Yeah, I did it.
Which is wonderful for getting into, but there's actually a huge amount of depth in order to optimize those combos either for maximized damage, higher meter gain, or going for soft resets, use like just barely stopping before the wall breaks out. As we're going into our first match of our first pools of the night.
And so I will say, historically with my experience as also a person who came from Smash, moved to the classic FGCs and kind of went from there, a lot of the things that I usually see from Smash players who are getting into the classic FGC games is that they want to go for the big damage. They want to see a big number go up. They want to do the combo first before they do anything else that comes through.
And combos are also some of the best part as we're going straight into it with Jobime and Billybob'n going the round start with a backdash on Axel Low to start the round off, getting hit by Anji's strongest anti-air in the entire game with corner pressure immediately.
Yeah, just find themselves in the corner here. Jobime trying to find their way out, doing a nice little 2K there. One of Axel's kind of strongest buttons to stop approaches and whatnot. Ooh, a very bold 2H there as Billybob'n jumps in.
I'm a little bit concerned about Jobime trying to jump out of this corner situation continuously against, not only has Billybob'n shown that he loves access to Anji's powerful anti-air, he literally started the entire round with it, and that's the reason why Jobime was on the back foot the entire time. The classic full-screen command grab from Axel, getting the side swap.
And kind of even speaking a little bit on our earlier subject with the Smash players, command grabs are something that's kind of a new aspect, and for everyone in the fighting game community, Smash or otherwise, getting a command throw from full screen is new. It's so weird. Everyone's off-handled on that, so I'm really curious to see how
you play the Bowser matchup, you really don't have to deal with command grabs in Smash at all.
Yeah, exactly. And almost no one plays Bowser, which is a damn shame, honestly.
He's been so cool ever since he first showed up all the way back in May. The parry! As I'm really loving Billybob's Anji play here.
Keeping the pressure on here and, you know, catching Jobime pressing a lot of buttons to try to get out of situations, but that is leading to a lot of damage from Billybob'n here.
Committing to jumping over the command grab. 2 buttons super confirm, out of range.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Burns all that meter for nothing, but gets the goal burst. Billybob'n is in such a good situation right now. Gonna have meter for days.
We've noticed that Billybob'n is trying to use the reset parts of Anji's pressure, like going for the little hop into the throw, and Jobime has been jumping out and pressing buttons on nearly every time.
Oh no! And yeah,
it's a 2-part setup for the Axel super. He's still got like a couple seconds left. It ran out.
Yeah, unfortunate there. But,
Tiny
you know,
little pixel
Jobime at least had that in their mindset, right? Saying, okay, I know I can confirm off this. I'm going to try for it. And that actually makes it very scary for someone like Billybob'n to say, I see what you're going for. I do need to watch out for that. I do need to respect you a little bit more throughout all this.
Yeah. Guilty Gear's stride's relative simplicity compared to previous entries of the series has made it so that recognizing your opponent's habits and adapting to them is like the single most important skill that you can produce as soon as you've gotten to through the basic levels of combos and wall breaks.
Yeah.
As Billybob'n is showing pretty consistently, he's able to get these pokes in neutral and show Jobime all the way over to the corner, but he's not able to convert this. We haven't seen a single wall break from Billybob'n.
No, not yet. Quite surprisingly, because I would say Jobime had maybe about 75% of their match back to the corner, and there was never a wall break from Billybob'n at all. So it's kind of like a little bit of a shocker. A lot of counter hits, but no real conversions because of that standing reset aspect you mentioned earlier.
Like, several times when he got like a counter hit in the corner, he just went immediately to the short hop to try and get the throw reset, which might be a valuable strategy for the throw does not damage the wall at all. In fact, it actually regenerates the wall slightly. Gives you like extended long series of pressure. If you do enough throws, you can go like get a full character kill without breaking the wall. But like the wall is there for a reason. That meter is huge, especially showing how Jobime was willing to throw out supers, especially the Axel time stop on a whim. Having access to that extra meter is going to be huge in this game as Jobime took the first game. We're going back into it. A quick return to character select as I believe Billybob'n changed color, Vanji.
No, that's important. That's very important, actually. You can't be going in there, flashing your cash without looking as best as you possibly can. You got to have the best color out here.
And Jobime opening the round with a very similar round start, like jumping up and trying to press an anti-ground button. And Billybob'n, again, able to contest it and throw Jobime all the way into the corner in just like a single neutral interaction. A juggle combo.
Looking good. Okay, burst out of it. And that was
he did take the majority of the damage, but the corner is still getting the wall break at the follow-up. Had to spend the Roman cancel to confirm the awkward situation.
Yeah, but hey, sometimes that's what it's worthwhile because you break the wall, you get the positive bonus, so you get some of that meter back when you move forward again. Billybob'n not worrying too much because had a very good life lead and is now with 0 burst on that completely whiffed burst right there.
It did get away from a potential follow-up from Axel, but because like it didn't touch the hurt box, you don't get the extra 25% back. That's going to be basically no burst for the rest of the next 3 stocks.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate
We're
there.
calling them rounds or stocks now.
we're at a Smash event. We can kind of call it whatever we want.
We got called out for calling them casuals instead of friendlies.
Please don't hurt us. We're trying our best here. We just want to hang. We just want to talk.
I like the choice to jump over the butterfly as Jobime has stolen the corner, escaping the situation.
Yep, and here we are again. There we go. Gonna get some high damage there. Has to burst out. Jobime on life support here.
But he
one more combo will do it.
Button the moment he comes out of the burst, trying to gain ground, and Billybob'n committed to jumping over it and whiff punishes it. Jobime, that's the second time we've seen that when he bursts, immediately presses a button, gets punished for it.
Right.
Billybob's neutral is actually hurt really well on point against Axel. The first time we see Jobime not going for an air-based round start, he gets the hit originally.
Seems to be working out well here so far. Once again, same burst as the first here. Billybob'n finds Jobime in the corner here and is just kind of doing everything possible. Guys, gold burst!
Not able to confirm the hit. Oh, confirms that hit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, nice. There we go, JD. Wow,
he does not need it.
That was so good. Very good awearness from Billybob'n there.
Oh yeah, their hair is wonderful. Shown back on screen.
We got vertical hair, and we got vertical hair up and vertical hair down. We're covering all the angles here. All right, rushing in here. Nice again. Gonna push him into the corner here. And I'm starting to see Billybob'n get a little bit more used to actually doing a little bit more confirms. And it is paying off so much against Jobime right now.
As Billybob'n is looking impressive. Up a stock and 2/3 of a character. That's huge. Burst in order to avoid any burst earlier in the combo than Jobime was doing. Goes 2 hits straight into super. That's got to be he blocks it.
But that's absolutely fine anyway because we're going to keep
jumps
the corner here.
over it. Can he punish the second hit?
Oh, it hits. All right, Jobime has to make some effort here, though. Got to get out of the corner at the very least here.
Waits for a moment, just blocks the kick.
Nice just block there. Can keep it a little bit closer to Jobime there. And there it is, the footsies.
Air 5K.
Nice little feetsies there to keep Jobime from approaching. Billybob'n going to go up 2-1 against Jobime.
I believe we're doing first to 3 like in most of the Strive sets, so they still have got one more game left. But Billybob'n with a convincing lead, up 2-1.
Right, right. And I think kind of going back to an earlier subject that we had about, we're kind of seeing that Smash crossover community and whatnot. Earlier, we were kind of seeing a little bit more of that, is what I feel like, where Billybob was going for more of the standing resets, not going for knockdowns and not maybe fully understanding the value of getting a knockdown in a classic fighting game. But now, Billybob is actually getting those full confirms and whatnot, and I think they're feeling a little bit more confident because they feel like they have a lot more time to approach.
I can get you the corner. Now let's get you past the corner.
Yeah, here we go again. Oh, nice! Catches the backdash with the overhead. It gets the burst too. Billybob is eating at a buffet today.
That's going to be huge. That burst will not come back in the next round, maybe not even the round after that. The round start super, a little bit of a hard call out, especially at the extreme recovery on it. I do like the burst in order to avoid it.
Yep, there we go there. Oh, that was
using the Anji parry, not quite getting the punish there.
Yeah, unfortunately, just going to land in more hitboxes. The blender is out, and the command grab is out too at the same time.
Doesn't confirm it with the 100-meter that Jobime was showing.
Oh, spins the win again, though.
Still doesn't confirm it. That could have been a kill if he Roman canceled either of those hits.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? We're getting the hits here. Maybe Jobime figured out a weakness.
What's that rest gauge? Jabs out of pressure.
Even Jobime looks like, what? I did it? I got it? All right. I'm the best. I'm a genius. I only press the best buttons, including this one.
I didn't buy this full game to just sit here and block. I'm going to press buttons and get out of this corner.
You're goddamn right, Tabby. All right, Jobime doing a great job of actually keeping Billybob out here. Has to block the butterfly for a little bit here, but presses a button a little bit too early again.
I like the slight delay that Billybob did. You could feel the beat in between the pressure. He's going to stagger here. Let's press the button. No, half your life.
Right. Thank God, yeah, Jobime is bleeding from that, but there we go. Nice rinse in. Go for the command and grab again. Unfortunately, going to find themselves in the corner here with a full confirm. Nodding it off
there. Even if the stock counts on, Billybob is on match point at 2-1.
Ooh, there it is again. Just needs a nice little flower slash there. Doing a good job. But
confirms the air-to-air, gets a full corner juggle.
And I am wondering.
Beautiful combo from Billybob.
I am wondering if Billybob is feeling a little bit of nerves being on stream for a game that they don't exactly play a lot of. But now we're starting to see a lot of this classic Guilty Gear action coming out. The baited burst, the full combos, the lean towards the corners. There's a lot of confidence just exuberating from Billybob here.
As Billybob takes the set 3-1 on our first match at Double IPA at Improper City in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
Our 26-man bracket and very fun pop bonus with our Smash community showing up and filling out the majority of the bracket, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. If you find yourself in the Denver area, I'm sure you're going to hear a lot about Akihabara Arcade. And mind you, I'm going to show for them here. Yes, I know I'm in a completely different bar, but they're still a really good spot. But this is my first time at Improper City. It's a very large.
It goes around the corner. They've got a second floor up there.
They've got a patio outside.
Set of bartenders. One of my friends works here and talks with the owner and says everyone here is a complete nerd.
Yeah.
There's laptops basically every single table going on.
Mm-hmm.
We've got this lovely projector screen showing it, as well as an entire row of Smash casuals along with our Strive matches going on right now. This Improper City in Denver, Colorado, as long as you can find a spot at the park.
Yeah, good luck with that. It's downtown. It's downtown. There's nothing else to say about that.
Our technician running the stream just gave me this knowing, haunted look nod as I said that.
Right. He's like, my car is 5 miles away.
So I found, you know how every single spot where there's a little fire hydrant or immediate access to a building, there's one of those signs no parking this direction. I parked at a spot where there's the pole, but there's no parking. It's just an empty pole sticking out of the concrete. It's got it's got the speed holes going on it, all the other ones where they're supposed to be. It's just there's no sign here. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone probably's you know what? If the sign's not there, I'm not doing anything illegal.
No fire hydrant. There's no fire hydrant. It's not blocking any access. It's just an empty pole.
You read the rules. There were no rules. So someone just definitely I'm unscrewing this sign. I'm tossing this sign away. I'm done. I'm not dealing with this. I'm parking here, and the future generations will thank me too.
If you are having a little bit of trouble parking in Improper City, about 1 block east, it's on the road's on the slant.
Oh yeah.
It's 1 block east of here. There's a multi-story apartment complex, and the bottom floor of it's got this small parking garage. They charge $5 to park for a full day there.
Oh wow, yeah, that's nice.
One time when I came here, because we usually run a big Smash bracket at Improper Popoff Arena at most Mondays here at Improper City in Denver, Colorado. We run this lovely Smash bracket that has got a couple casuals going on the side as well. That parking garage, $5 for the entire night. It's just it's almost never filled up. One time when I showed up, they had like a couple of construction and utility crews that like blocked it off with like yellow flashing lines. Like they like a little like. Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to like actually find some parking. And ended up like 2 blocks away.
Actually, 2 blocks away is actually not that bad, honestly.
It's one of the reasons like you'd have to bring a setup in order to actually play games when you're out and about.
True.
So like it's one of the reasons I got this like small little portable laptop monitor that's like so easy to carry around. Just like this like really nice box to work with.
Right.
Yeah, that parking garage is like wonderful. Except that one time.
Except the one time that it ruined my life completely.
Horrible.
But outside of that time, it's been great.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's like $5 for a night. Like you're probably spending more than that on beer because this is like a lovely bar here. Kids are allowed in with parental guidance,
as you can see right over there.
Right over here.
Yeah, this is you know that's kind of the cool thing about, and I should mention this about comparative to other places I've traveled to. Colorado is very open about the brewery rules, where we allow animals, we allow kids. It's like, come on down to Beer Town, everyone, have fun.
And there's just like this entire row of breweries on here on Walnut Avenue.
Yeah.
Walnut, right?
Walnut Avenue. I mean, even like Broadway, Santa Fe, like all these major streets have just like rows of just breweries around.
As we're getting our contestants for round 2 winner's side of our first pool of the night in our 26-man bracket with 2 pools going on, as Billybob's showing his return appearance.
Yes.
Okay. I think he plays Smash because I haven't seen it at Aki before.
Okay.
You know who he is?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just like, they have a kid? Word. You're balancing life.
I'm going to have to go down to that Springs venue.
I have not gone down
bring
that
a dog,
either.
but like I'm going to have to like check out that new brand new.
No, just kidnap a dog on your way down. I mean, there's got to be plenty on the way down to Springs. Come on, that's like an hour drive. Find a dog or two.
Just like,
you know, just grab a dog, put it in the food. Like, is that yours? No, I just found it. I'm just testing the rule set. I'm making sure that Mama Q is not lying to me here. Steak Fox is gonna come back to me later and be like, "What the hell did you say to her?"
Steak Fox is in here. He's got like the buttons on a wake up hat going on.
Yeah.
And, like, he was holding a beer, and then someone's like, "Okay, so I didn't realize you had a beer, so I bought you a beer," and just like hands it.
Oh, that's why he's so loud right now. Okay. Because I saw him outside when I was getting my food, and you know, obviously I'm happy to see him, but I've never seen him that energetic quite yet. Yeah. I'm like, okay, that's fair, that's understandable. He probably just got here and he's just happy to be here, did the drive. I understand.
No. Someone thought it was a good idea to make Steak Fox go double fisting.
He is Edward 40 hands right now. Gotcha.
It wasn't his decision.
It wasn't his. But you know what? He's living his best life right now. Oh, God.
As we are having a wonderful time.
Hell yeah.
At IPA 2. This is our second year doing a double IPA, right?
You unfortunately cannot ask me. This is my first attendance at an IPA anything.
Oh, yeah. Steak Fox was so much fun when he showed up to Winter Showdown last month.
Yeah,
it was at the end of March.
He was just big chilling. We sat down at the bar and we talked for like a good 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes because we had free time and just got to catch up something and everything.
He had so much energy when he was running the King of Fighters brackets.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just like shouting out across the room. It's like I was like commentating, like Guilty Gear at the moment. I just had to like stop. I was like, okay, he's done? Okay. Yeah, right. Like, they couldn't hear me over my own commentary headset with how loud Steak Fox was hyping up the crowd.
Yeah,
Steak Fox is wonderful.
Yeah.
As we have Ariickk and Billybob showing up with our next with our round 2 winner's side at double IPA 2.
Yeah, I'm super excited because as some folks know, I have started on the life of Kai gaming. Ooh. So I like seeing Kais out in the wild, taking ideas from everyone and
like,
just
he
culminating
just looks
it.
like the anime protagonist. As we've got a button check going on.
Right. It's like, yeah, just look at him.
I find that button checks are actually a very smart move if you're playing multiple different games, especially at one tournament. Like at Winter Showdown 8 that happened about 3 weeks ago, Chris G, New York, flew out from Las Vegas.
Right.
He still hasn't changed his tag.
I understand. We have someone who was in Denver for a very short period of time, but loved it so much, they still have Denver in their tag as they're in New York.
And I talked to him for a short bit, and he said, like, you know, if you play so many fighting games, he entered like 6 games or something in a showdown. Every single one's got a different set of muscle memory. So giving yourself the minute to do a button check and just reminds you, what does a combo feel like? Oh, yeah, that's the timing for the buffer. It's just really wonderful. As we're going into the actual match, Kai versus Anji. Both of these are heavily neutral characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Anji having a powerful gimmick, Rekka series, in order for his corner pressure, while Kai just uses like Here, hold these plus frames, strike throw.
Right, strike throw action right here. Not a 6-piece from Ariickk here, doing a very good job. Nice knockdown here.
Both of them hyper-neutral characters who have only mediocre corner pressure at the end of the day. I believe that's minus 12 steady cross, the Stun Dipper.
Stun Dipper, yeah, about minus 12 or so, because it can get hit by 2S.
Yeah. It's enough to get a heavy slash, but not just a crouching heavy slash on most characters. As Ariick's just wild, powerful, charge up and hit you neutral has been wonderful.
Yeah, you can see a lot of what Ariick's doing here. Just kind of get to that very comfortable Kai mid-range and just doing a lot of low pokes, that case in point.
That he opens up a round by just backing off, playing it safe, he gets hit. He then charges full screens, like gets a hit, gets a hit, gets a hit, gets a throw, gets a knockdown, corner pressure, Roman cancel, wall break.
Right, just pressing a lot of buttons, and Billybob'n just not really respecting it. Nice throw by
Billybob'n respected a physical button, not a just run up throw. I'm playing Kai. You think I'm going to hit you with a button? No, hold this throw.
Oh, goes for a very long range counter.
Doesn't go for the Roman cancel that's nearly full meter, and the Stun Dipper with just a complete roller coaster of a ride from Kai going on the lightning.
Yeah, Ariickk playing with a lot of confidence here. 2 headphones on top of everything else here. Can hear everything, can hear all the frames, can see all the frames. And she's going to be a killer in the future. She's watching this like, I understand.
Our stream setup has its own set of unique headphones. It's got some pretty good noise canceling properties, high quality audio that we hop into the competitors. But for all the off-stream setups, you got to bring your own headphones. Otherwise, you're just like not going to hear anything over all the noise happening at Improper City in Denver, Colorado.
Right, exactly.
So the second set is there just for style. Normally, that's me, also the second set of headphones, but the plug broke. I need a new pair.
Definitely understandable there. Nonetheless. Oh, actually.
I like that interaction. The burst goes all the way up when it hits the fireball and comes around for the second round, and Ariickk was not ready for it.
But Ariickk was ready for the DP counter hit there, going straight to ride the lightning to break the wall on top of everything else. That is great awareness from Ariickk. And does another again.
That move from Kai, even though it's got like 32 frames of startup and can be low profile with 6P, is like the single thing that defines his kit. It's like goes full screen, it's plus on block, it counter hits you trying to do anything in the air, and you can parry it with Anji?
Yeah. Ooh, nice backdash.
Beautiful backdash, and he gets a full Roman cancel corner juggle. And he intentionally drops it early for the reset and a little bit of extra damage and still gets the corner break.
And again, one thing I'm really liking from Billybob'n here is just doing a great job, just really showing the confidence as they play more against the opponent, are sending what they want to go for, and they're just playing against the opponent very well.
We saw this last round against his previous opponent playing Axel.
Yeah.
Like, he was a bit nervous, not getting his setups properly on the first round, but as it kept going, he's building momentum, he's challenging stuff powerfully, and at the end of the game, it looked like he just completely ran over his opponent. Well, here, he's like slowly getting that confidence. He's in a bigger, he's stuck in a bigger rut, or he's stuck in a bigger hole than he was against last round because Ariickk has got supreme confidence, just throwing out Gold Burst randomly.
Oh, and that was a possible throw situation right there, moving right next to the opponent with the PRC cancel. That is so unfortunate there. Billybob'n could have been able to take that round there, but that will put Ariickk up 2-0 against Billybob'n.
But like we're seeing, Billybob'n is adapting, gaining more confidence, challenging situations better. That very first stock, Ariickk basically had no hits on him. That last one, it just barely went through with a perfect trade. Billybob'n is like adapting wonderfully over the rest of the set.
Right.
Ariickk taking a hard risk on the 6P anti-air.
And still, Ariickk is having to play in such a way. Oh, great 6P. But Ariick's having to play in such a way that's actually still playing at a footsie's range. It's not exactly going in nearly as much as we saw in that first match, because Billybob'n is actually starting to counterplay just a little bit here and there.
But Ariickk playing like a madman. It's like, okay, I'm like minus 10 far away from you with a single fireball. You know what I should do? A minus 15 on block move. Let's go.
Right. I'm here to wild out. I'm here to wild out and be on plus frames. I'm all out of plus frames.
Kai's entire character design is lying to you. He looks like this calm, controlled anime protagonist. No. He's a monkey.
Oh my gosh, great counter hit from Billybob'n. All right. Nice. Once again, blocking that, just being very aware of, like, okay, I got the spin to win. It procced, but I'm in a situation where the second hit's going to come out before I can do anything. I'm going to respect that. And Billybob'n is actually getting a lot more life off of that in the long run. Yeah, great block.
Not very many characters can actually punish the charged dust situation. It's got 10. It's only minus 10 on fully charged dust, but pushes back so far, but you're not going to be able to hit it with any jab or kick unless you are Kai Kisuke with the a stun dipper, incredibly fast, goes everywhere. Hard knockdown after it. The reversal super. Not going to get any corner pressure off of this. One two-part bird eating the first fireball.
Nice Ko. All right, Coco a go-go here. We're going to push towards the corner here. What makes up the gap? No need.
I read DP on Wake Up as well. The backdash was pretty similar. Not able to kill off of it because he didn't have the meter to confirm. You can see now, Ariickk was worried about the tiny sliver of health left. That tiny tap from the bird, that thing does almost no damage, killed him. He was like going for faultless defenses in order to avoid the chip damage towards the end.
Yeah, there was a hope there, but unfortunately doesn't pay out there. Billybob's Butterfly takes it home here. Now we're even on rounds here in the third match.
Ariickk had stun state, so that the overhead immediately just bursts out of it. Doesn't want to see the full wall bounce combo.
Oh, great anti-air 2H there. It gets the counter super again for the second time. Billybob'n is starting to actually land these here, getting a bit more of a flow for Ariickk.
Because the blue Roman cancel, it took too long to recover from the parry.
Uh-oh, but this is looking really good right now. What can you do, Billybob'n? What is your final mix-up? Oh, very nice party from Ariickk.
Plus frames and goes for a pure stun dipper as Billybob'n puts his first point on the table.
Billybob's keeping up. Billybob'n is adapting super fast, and you're starting to see some of the power like inside of a different type of player. A different style of player, but they're bringing something new to the table, and sometimes it's really hard to follow that if you're more of a classic FGC player.
Yeah, this quick level of adaptation is like one of the single best parts to watch about long matches in Strive. Like, seeing that, hey, he's throwing out a lot of these stun dippers. Maybe instead of taking my plus frames that can be low profile by stun dipper, I'm just going to chill out here, and that won in the last round.
Exactly, and so now having that opportunity here, I think Billybob'n is starting to realize is just like, yeah, I have a lot of opportunity to do more of the things I want. As long as I'm confident in it and I kind of react a little bit better to it, I have so much opportunity, and it is shining right now.
Having to take a heavily scaled red Roman cancel, not able to get fully to the corner. Knockdown, too far away to set up charge stun dipper.
All right, there we go. All right, one more mix-up will do it. Oh, that was scary.
Took the +0 situation after the...
Oh, great air dash! Gonna get the counter hit!
Available.
But has the RC here, gonna get the Ko! There we go!
Billybob'n putting up a stock, still keeping his tournament, his winner's run alive, getting a counter hit, round start, and I think Ariickk tried to actually DP on Wake Up with the step walking forward, because you're never going to actually do a fireball on Wake Up, and he's not going to 6P on Wake Up like that.
Right, not ideally
the
at least.
input.
Oh my gosh. Right now, Billybob's moving. Like, Billybob's actually starting to use the car cancels now. Like, every time Billybob'n plays another match, like a Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z is getting more powerful with every fight.
Every single one. He's currently on a path to reverse sweep Ariickk.
Right. Like, this was looking solidly Ariickk, but now Billybob'n, second letter in the alphabet, is like, hey, well, I come next, and you're already done, Ariickk. The frames again here, gonna burst into the corner.
Using the burst offensively in order to maintain corner pressure.
Oh!
He blocked it! He baited the burst! He lost the corner off of it, but took half a character, 2/3 of a character with a throw reset. Again, those are the throws resets we saw that Billybob'n was trying to do in the first match, but now they're working out wonderfully. Blocks the stun dipper, recognized he had a shock state and didn't have as much frame advantage to punish with.
Yeah, that was really good awareness right there. Really, really smart. But Jesus, Billybob'n, okay, a little bit too wild there, but still doing a really good job. Has a significant life lead. Jumps out, gets a counter hit. There we go. And now Billybob'n on match points.
Match points. After that very first round being a complete run over in Ariick's favor, the sheer level of adaptation for Billybob'n. This is our first hit, fully charged stun edge, because Ariickk is showing excellent reflexes in blocking all of the previous fully charged stuff we saw earlier in the match.
Yeah, exactly.
-10, not able to punish from that distance.
And yeah, I think that's kind of a big difference because, like you said, Ariickk was kind of like a little bit more on point with blocking everything and whatnot. Wow, gets sails over it.
Jumps but now over the wrong super. Counter hit, no burst available. Decides to go for a cheeky reset. Doesn't bite on it. Burst is going to come up in just an instant from Ariickk, so Billybob's going to need 2 touches here.
Oh, that is so perfect right there. The DP comes out, whether intentional or not.
Too soon. The burst wasn't ready in time. Billybob'n with a enjoying his bouncing afro, taking the reverse sweep 3-2 over Ariickk with a wonderful match of Guilty Gear. That showed right there the single biggest strength of Strive. because all of the aspects of the game are displayed like perfectly on the table, like shows you exactly how to play the game. You don't have to worry about extremely complex mechanics. Even though I did see Ariickk, every time he did charge stun edge, he was just typing on his fight stick. You mash the button, it does more damage.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 style.
But you can see, because all the mechanics of the game are just like displayed so clearly for you, you can adapt to your opponent, and like you're playing against your opponent rather against the opponent against yourself or any character matchup. And like the sheer level of adaptation to Strive is like the single best part about the game.
Right. And so, like I said, the long set there really showed that for everyone out there, and Billybob just really just excited. You can see that energy. He's looking over at me. He's nodding at me. I'm nodding at him. I'm pointing at him. He's just happy to be here.
That's headbanging.
That's headbanging. Headbanging out here. Just getting the pure energy as they go up against Havoc Noah. Good luck, buddy.
Currently, you can't just quite not see it, but like over here.
You got it.
Here.
Yeah,
They're like barely off the scene. You can see Havoc Noah and Billybob setting up behind our next competitor's favorite hat to Colorado.
Yeah.
Billybob is going to be playing Havoc Noah off stream, which I apologize for Billybob ahead of time, but Havoc Noah is beyond insanely good at the game.
Noah has been committed and strong in fighting games for a while
Arcade,
now.
Havoc Noah has won basically all but 3 tournaments that we've had there since Strive came out last year. Every single tournament except 3 of them, he's gotten first place Havoc Noah. So Billybob has his work cut out for him off screen, but we're not going to be seeing that. As next up on stream, we have MDPpoet playing his secondary character Axel Lowe.
Ooh, okay, secondary. So what's the main character?
Zato.
Zato player, really? So I wonder maybe they're feeling a little bit off about Zato right now, or maybe it's all about Baiken.
Bigger Bag is playing against Baiken. I don't know what the Baiken matchup against Zato is. Baiken's buttons don't strike me as being large enough in order to challenge Zato's consistently.
Right.
But Bigger Bag showing a powerful rush down, mix-up focus, using that grapple on Baiken to shove Poet straight into the corner.
Oh, baits out the burst over the BRC there, gonna get the corner. Bigger Bag is the bigger person here, winning out the first round.
Bigger Bag of a wonderful round 1.
Oh, wow. All right, into the corner here. Trying to stay way out here. Oh, okay, so wait, let me reverse that. MDPpoet here. How's the first round?
Poet's playing Baiken.
Yeah. that makes a lot more sense.
It's like, I know Poet's got like a deeper character pool than that, but it's like, Axel didn't strike me as the right one.
I was going to say, like, Baiken makes sense, like, to change over.
Poet, like, okay, Poet's on the right, and there's no Zato. This has got to be a secondary, right?
Right. Yeah, but you're still correct, though, in all honesty.
Okay,
right.
so
Axel Bomber here into the corner here. Going to get a nice little setup for damage. Let's see what the Okazeme says. Oh, just shoots the gun.
Just shoot him. And it's just bonk.
Yeah, nice little close slash there after the dash in.
I don't need a second arm in order to defeat you.
Right. You're 100 years and 2 arms too early to defeat me. All right, going to Warrior here. All right, so let's see if Bigger Bag is able to play a little more out game. Because I feel like Baiken is a character who has a little bit of a hard time actually ever getting in as much. But I want to see Bigger Bag play more towards that and see if they can actually keep MDPpoet out.
We're already seeing a lot more safe, controlled motion from Bigger Bag. After that first round being a complete blowout in Poet's favor, Bigger Bag gets 7 letters.
Absolutely clean there. Good stuff from Bigger Bag, but great arrow throw from MDPpoet. Let it rip, Blade style. Oh, and base out the burst this time.
Second time.
Wow, they're baiting each other's burst. They're playing against one another for real. And then perfect again in return? Yo!
That's Strive for you.
That's Strive, baby! Uh-oh.
Oh, someone.
Oh, no. Who out here pressing buttons? Who's out here not disconnecting the controller? I don't like it.
Both of the controllers were still hooked up, so this is someone else out externally.
Right. All right, tournament organizer handling it right here. CD Mangaka dealing out the damage.
The tournament organizer is currently talking to the players about what we're going to handle. So they're going to try and recreate the situation that happened before the controller synchronization ruined the round start. They're both going to take a character from each other and set up just like 1 stock left on that first round.
Right. And then so that they both have their burst back. So, you know, the double burst base will not matter as much here.
And they're also going to take a moment to make sure that there are no other controllers synced up so that we don't get a repeat of the interruption. You do have to remember that many of the people coming from here today are primarily from the Smash background and don't have as much experience with desynchronizing controllers for PlayStation especially. I used to play Smash like ages ago. Like Smash 64 was my jam.
Right. No, that
controller
rules.
syncing would involve like plugging the physical Wavebird in. So, like, how does it actually work to desync controllers on Switch?
Right.
Like, tell me, like, how's he actually sync?
You have to go in the menu. You have to turn it off. Like, there's a controller menu in general that you have to turn it off on. So it's it's something, that's for sure.
Okay, so it's a little bit similar, and you have to like pause the game in order to handle it. As they're doing exactly what we talked about. They're both taking one stock each, and then they're going to start that last round with one life each, but they're going to have their burst back at this time.
Yes.
And the best part is that they're both going to get the repeat of the double 7-letter perfect.
Right, like everything is happening exactly as it happened before here. This is just Groundhog Day 2. Finally, they made a follow-up to Groundhog's Day 1. And this is actually a good time here to like kind of get their warm up a little bit, practice out, get their combos ready, and show everyone what they've got.
Back into the match. Poet up one match and last stock for the second game.
Oh, there it is again. Using that counter just right after what seems like an unsafe move.
Billybob'n not having a chance to put out even a single. That is the first attack he's done all game, and it gets punished.
Right. Oh, nice.
With the grapple. A moment too early at the throw protection.
Ooh, okay, button hits there. Finds this on the corner. This is super good for Billybob'n right now. Has to make this count. Nice. Gets a soft knockdown here, but the super will hit. And there it is. Massive damage off the super there. Raw super.
Poet going up 2-0. On to match point in round 3 of our first pool here at Double IPA 2.
Duel 1.
All right, so let's see what can happen here. Now that they're not so as interrupted and whatnot, maybe there's going to be a little bit more warm-up that we're going to see here from Billybob'n.
Billybob'n able to play slower, carefuler, and like actually zoning out. Poet not wanting to get a moment of momentum loss. Aggressively bursts, thinking that he's going to have corner control. Billybob'n avoids the scramble situation. Poet gets in. Pike and pressure.
Wow. And like MDPpoet is actually using a very good swath of like pressure moves, and Billybob'n's actually getting caught off with a lot of counter hits. So that is really good from MDPpoet about how to structure their pressure.
The moments that Poet felt a gap in counter hit, still going to live. No meter for wake up super. We've seen Poet multiple times.
Oh.
Yeah, every single time Poet feels like it's my turn, Poet has been running in. Like there was a neutral exchange where Billybob'n had like pushed them back off, threw out one button, Poet then jumped over the second button to counter hits.
Yeah, and a huge thing about MDPpoet right now is that, they're doing a great job against Billybob'n. Wow, that was so good! But they're doing a greater job against Billybob'n about like, okay, I see that you're pressing a lot of buttons, so I'm going to keep doing a very long extended pressure because you're going to get counter hit along the way there, and that's going to value me.
Yeah, the extreme upside of counter hits as Poet gets his second or third, depending on how you count it, of the match and takes it 3-0 over Billybob'n. And I also heard from the tournament organizer while that match was going on, Billybob'n, our champion of the stream previously, did lose his match against Havoc Noah, as Havoc Noah, it's hard not to lose against Havoc Noah. He's I cannot undersell just how good Havoc Noah is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. As someone who had to kind of go through the difficult days of Xrd, with Havoc Noah and Minimat kind of at the top of our echelon out here and everything, he just kept going. He never stopped. He kept learning stuff. He kept getting better. He's still evolving to this day, and it really shines in Strive in the long run.
Of course, in Strive in particular, from what I've been heard from talking with Havoc Noah, because the mechanics are relatively simple, you can get your setups with like a week of practice, really. Like maybe you have to like check out the frame data in a couple edge case situations, but like you don't need that much mechanical grinding your buttons out practice in order to make Strive like work well for you.
Right.
You can. So the most of the focus on Strive is adaptation and like knowledge, especially in character situations. So I've heard that Havoc Noah spends most of his time actually reviewing and watching existing match footage of pros, learning from their strategies and tactics rather than from spending that time in training mode or grinding online. And he actually gets a massive amount of value out of that. So even, not only does he never drop anything, But he also knows basically every situation that's ever been put on stream in any major tournament. Like, Havoc Noah's probably watched it in his free time because, like, you can just, like, set up a Twitch stream on the side, and whenever you hear something interesting happen, you can, like, pause it, stop what you're doing, and come back and actually focus on the Twitch stream.
Right. And that's kind of a big thing right now, too, because we have a lot of players out there who are still very strong Eno players who are heavy on stream, most notably Daru from Korea. Just always streaming all the time. I get up early in the morning. I'm a morning person. I know Noah is more of a late night, early morning person, though.
You go around the far side, eventually becomes morning.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know sleep schedule.
And Daru's just streaming, just playing matches, playing rank, just focusing on folks around their area and just continuously practicing and whatnot. And when you combine that all together with knowledge that you can just pull into your own game plan, that is a swath of knowledge that Noah is able to pull from.
As our next match on stream, as we're going to be seeing, is MDPpoet against CD Mangaka. CD Mangaka being the champion of the local Dragon Ball Fighter scene that also basically just loves Arc System Works games. When he heard that Dragon Ball Fighters was going to come out, he went and bought Xrd and ground Xrd in order to get ready for Dragon Ball. And then when Strive come out, he's now playing Strive.
Right, it all came full circle.
So, Mangaka played Kai Kisuke in Xrd. And then on day one, Kai was in a really bad spot. So it was like, you know who wasn't in a bad spot? Soul. You know who had the exact same color palette as Kai? Soul. So he's rocking his traditional Xrd character, Kai Kisuke, the main character, against Poet on his secondary Baiken. As they're going for a... That's not a button check. They're actually just like playing very slow and careful neutral.
Yeah, I think so. Because, CD Mangaka's, a very smart player, obviously. Like you said, kind of the local champion of DBFZ and whatnot. Knows that, it's not all about going in and everything like that. You're not here anymore, Yinja. We have an unfortunate switch over for our stream runner here. Everyone say hi to Yinja and boo him at the same time. Oh, nice BRC there. Going to push it towards the corner. MDPpoet actually getting back to that Okazeme situation.
So I do like the choice for Poet to play his secondary Baiken in this matchup. If you were watching the friendlies, we have to call them friendlies because we are at a Smash meetup today. Poet was actually running Baiken in every single friendly I looked over his shoulder with.
Okay.
No, not Baiken. Zato, his main Zato.
Oh, interesting.
I think that Zato's got a rather bad matchup against Soul. Not only does Zato have no reversals to get out of Soul's corner pressure, but Soul's unique tools, especially Night Raid Vortex, can escape through Zato's zoning regime. So I like the choice of playing Zyken for the stronger matchup against Soul here.
Right. But so far, CD Mangaka playing very, very strong here.
Very strong and powerful. Poet has not been able to show up to most of the matches we've had ever since the pandemic hit through for our Strive. He has not been able to go to as many of the Akihabara arcade matches. As such, I believe Mangaka is able to just maintain a higher level of practice over time. But Poet is still amazingly good technical player who knows, like, hey, you whip that button, I can get a dash, blue Roman cancel throw punish, and I'm going to do it.
No, absolutely. You're seeing a lot of that shine throughout with MDPpoet's play style here, but I think CD Mangaka, so used to DBFZ style of playing the game, is just so used to just setting their own pace and just saying, okay, I'm going to stay back, I'm going to wait for you to make moves, I'm going to try to save myself on any sort of bad mistakes.
And then Mangaka is also known for his quick adaptations. He actually adapted too quickly. Poet showed previously blue Roman cancel run a pro. Mangaka immediately throw checked and got baited for it.
Oh. Just a very unfortunate end there. Got a little bit of a command throw at the very end. Maybe not mean to cancel into that. Even CD Mangaka reeled back a little bit in their chair here. But
the 6H linking into Night Raid Vortex with a full corner carry, getting the meaty plus frames for Fafnir. Baiting an anti-air at the backdash.
Oh, there it is. 6S again, doing so much work. Gonna push towards the corner here, along with wall break. No,
does not go for. Poet does not use his burst, thinking that it's too much of an uphill battle, saving for the next round.
All right, so looking very good there. CD Mangaka up 1 point. Ooh, gosh, the confirm it's a Bandit Bringer. 2S, still a very good button for Soul here if you want to play
Poet
mutual.
mashes out of the dash-up frames. I don't think Mangaka was able to quite make it meaty from that distance. Bursts out to avoid knockdown pressure, and bursts the first time that Mangaka is able to get a knockdown. Counter hit. Gets Dragon Punched out. I think that float back was potentially the baited second burst. Might have lost track of it.
I mean, sometimes you just jump back just to make sure. Better be safe than sorry in some cases here, but
as MDPpoet uses the red Roman cancel to get the confirmed wall break, evening up the match score 1-1.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, so now going here with the 6S here, just kind of, they're playing, they now have seen what each other can do, right? And now they're playing a little bit more respectfully, keeping at that mid-range, getting at the area where they're starting to whiff each other's buttons and whatnot. And bursting early, too.
Does not want to deal with that 6X knockdown situation that Mangaka already showed he's able to DP on Wake Up.
And there it is, 6S again, making so much work out here against MDPpoet.
That 6S hit an extended hurt box. If Poet had pressed a button there, wouldn't hit normally. Like, that was a hard footsies read. And Poet just backdashing out of the first moment he sees the plus frames button.
All right, tries to DP out here.
Disrespects the pressure reset. Poet willing to take hard risks and taking the first stock on her third round.
Yeah, there we go. MDPpoet keeping up a little bit here, but CD Mangaka still has plenty more to go. Soul is very explosive. A few hits can make the world of difference, and you're seeing it right here, right now.
Goes for like a side swap reset and just gets 6-speed out of it. Oh, the late active frames of the tatami max, hitting the DP and not getting conversion.
No!
Burst drops the conversion, loses the corner as well. Counter hits the side swap with like a cursed animation going on there.
Yeah, nice little 2K to prevent this side swap there, but it doesn't matter. MDPpoet now has the corner from this.
Mangaka used his faultless defense in order to push Poet away from the corner and just respecting the plus frames from the mat. But Poet takes another point. Poet's on match point in our round 3 of our first pool, double IPA.
Duel 1.
Yeah, MDPpoet playing really, really well, but nothing short of what CD Mangaka is doing here either, because CD Mangaka is definitely playing the game, but I think MDPpoet is just getting more comfortable against playing against the opponent versus CD Mangaka playing against Biken, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Ever since that first week where like everyone was playing Biken online, I have not actually seen very many Bikens on stage. It's like you don't get that much opportunity if you weren't like grinding the game on that 1 week.
Right. Now, a lot more rare here, but, you know, good Bikens are definitely rare, but Biken is still very good so far. Definitely seeing a lot of cool, creative stuff.
Poet adapting to the multiple throw pressures that Mangaka showed, and he ate the counter hit, the third spot that Mangaka could have gone for the throw. The 6S got counter hit by the claw.
Nice
Catching a backdash in the air. Gunflame not quite getting a hit. -2.
Oh, wow.
You think you're +2?
Yeah.
No, you're plus nothing.
Kicking towards the corner here. Trying to go for Yozansen. 5K, the great equalizer. 3 frames of action.
Most other fastest buttons in the game are 5 frames, but not 5K on Soul. That thing is too high up for the Fafnir. Drops it, gets a counter hit on the way down.
All right, gonna YRC here. What can come next? Nice try to go burst there, but gets punished anyway. CD Mangaka, very hype, but not as hype as Steak Fox.
Okay. How does Steak Fox do that? He's like sitting there with like this blank face. Yeah, what'd I tell you? But then it comes out like echoing across the entire room. Like he's like, he doesn't like put any motion into his chest or get like extra airflow. He's like standing still and it's like coming out as a shout. It's like, where does he get the energy from?
Just combusts, right? Just absolutely combusting
Like
out
an
here.
internal combustion engine powering his voice.
Well, I wish CD Manga right now, maybe hoping that MDPpoet combusts here because find themselves in the corner here and just not able to get out of the situation.
There was actually a really subtle interaction going on there. Mangaka pushed out tatami mat pressure previously by using faultless defense, so Poet was using the grapple consistently at the end of every string in order to reset the spacing so we could be FD, but Mangaka was not using FD because he was worried about running out of meter like he ran out last time.
Right. No, that's
that entire like situation was like an incredibly minor adjustment on both players' sides from a previous match. These players are amazing at adapting to it, as Poet sitting on match... No, they're both sitting on match point.
Well, no. The Poet's on match point. CD Manga needs to get one more round before he gets there, so
Poet
you
is
were
on
correct.
match stock.
Match stock.
Hey, as long as there's a switch over there running Smash Ultimate.
You can say whatever you like, right? All right, nice 6P there. Gonna have to force the burst. No more burst on the table for CD Manga for the rest of this round here.
The Tiger knee tatami mat mix up.
And MDPpoet getting a lot of backdashes. All right, pushing the force here. All right.
Spacing just slightly off, but Poet reactions a moment off. No knockdown here. Meter advantage temporarily to Poet, but long-term Mangaka. Poet's got a moment to make this work before Mangaka gets access to another Roman cancel. And Mangaka realizes he's just playing safe and defensive. Gets counter hit. Red Roman cancel. If he gets the wall break, match stock, the fist bumps come through.
And MDPpoet playing very, very well there. Both of them played very, very well there.
3-2.
Really adapting to one another's play styles and whatnot. Kind of figuring out like, okay, this is what you're uncomfortable with. Or now that I know here's how you like to defend, I'm going to push my pressure a lot further than normal. And it's going to work out super well throughout all of this.
Yeah, the subtle adaptations going on that entire match, especially the decisions between like not FDing, FDing, also not FDing while adjusting to make it so you can't be push block out with it. Beautiful, subtle adaptations going the entire way through. As the competitors are like sitting down, talking about the situation afterwards, and also desynchronizing the pads. So we get a repeat of what happened last match.
Right, exactly. We're out here being smart. We're out here being clean. Make sure that you desync your controllers at tournaments, everyone.
I don't see any other matches going on right now. With our 26-man bracket, I think that was the last round of pools, of our first pool, on winner side at least.
It might be. I'm going to wait for the official.
Billybob'n is still sitting around. I believe Billybob'n is now on the loser side after what happened with the match against Havoc Noah that happened off screen.
Yeah.
So we might have a couple more losers matches to run as we're currently getting our next matches set up. I think that Poet...
I'm trying to pose towards the camera. He's like, no, don't do it. You got to be normal. Act normal.
Joby.
No, don't focus on the guy who's posing. Here we go again.
So...
I ruin it every time. He's like, I'm leaving. This dude's not even worth taking a picture of.
Off stream on our secondary setup, we're getting a match between two people we've seen on stream before. Jobime and Ariickk are going to get their run back, as only one of them is going to get the chance to re-challenge Billybob'n that we saw earlier today. As we're currently trying to organize our next set of on-stream matches.
Yeah, so
as I believe we've got only loser side matches left, as we have 2 pools today, so we are going to be running a top 8 bracket.
Yes.
And I believe that Poet made it in the top 8. I think Mangaka has made it to top 8. Oh, he might have to do one more loser side match.
Yeah, maybe one more match to get into there. But, well, it should be 4 out actually then. So, no, I think Mangaka actually is in there.
Yeah, so Mangaka made it out into top 8, and then Poet's made it out into top 8.
Yes. You should have let him. You should have let him. You should have let him.
Hey, this is a Smash meetup. We're playing friendlies.
Yeah.
We should have people friendly photobombing in the back, as we're currently talking to our photographer off screen. As Mangaka does need to play one more loser side match in order to cement his spot in the top 8.
And this is a player I believe I recognized from the last time I was at Akihabara for the 2v2. I don't remember their name per se, but I think I remember that they were a Kai player.
I definitely remember seeing him and Kai. I did forget his screen name, however.
That's fair.
We're going to have to wait a moment for the Smash GG to be shown to us, because as the commentators, we actually don't see the stream chat directly unless we brought our own phones to work with. And if I use my phone to bring up Smash GG, I then can't see your smiling faces remarking at how good our players are in the match in our tournament tonight. So... I'm waiting for a moment for our stream tech to whisper in our ears dramatically, like the voice of God, informing us who the other screen name is, because I totally forgot it was.
They're getting it there. They're getting there. All right, we're going to post one more last time here. All right, it finally happened.
He finally got a thumbs up from the
10 minutes of
photographer.
work and effort. Shout out to photographers at these FGC events, by the way. They're going through hell and back, trying to get into all the right spaces, all the right spots, at all the right time to get the best photos that we all get for freaking free. Shout out to the photographers at the FGC.
Like, it's just wonderful what everyone's doing for this entire scene. Like, this would not be here if the people here did not love Smash and Strive. Mostly Strive.
You know what? It's fun. It's fun. We have plenty of our own classic FGC tournaments that are very much like, all right, we're putting all the classic FGC first, and then Smash can come too. Now, let's reverse the curse a little bit. And we're seeing it on bigger tournaments, too. Like the upcoming
It was actually
Genesis.
a pretty hype match. It was a pretty hype at the first day of Winter Showdown about 3 weeks ago, that Friday where they were running Smash.
Oh, no, it was super good. That was a great tournament.
And most Mondays here at Improper City in Denver, Colorado, you can come to our weekly Improper Popoff arenas. Well, today we've got a special event, our double-header, double IPA, double Improper Popoff arena. As our... last round to get into top 8 on Pool 1, loser side.
All right, so Savantrex here.
How did I forget it was Savantrex? I see him online all the time. What's wrong with me?
All right, so CD Mangaka playing a little bit more patiently here. Savantrex just trying to get to some charge state here to make sure that CD Mangaka can't just play for absolute for free. But CD Mangaka disrespecting.
That Bandit Bringer, -2 on block. You can only punish it with a throw. And it's like, if you try and do anything else, boom.
And sometimes you're not even close enough anyway to even get that throw.
And this is like one of the oldest matchups in all of Guilty Gear. Like, this is literally Guilty Gear 1's protagonist and wannabe protagonist.
Right.
From into the corner. Mangaka taking a convincing first stock against Savantrex.
The CD Mangaka,
He's also like head bopping out to the wonderful soundtrack of like we're listening to Soul Bad Guy's theme going on, and like in between the rounds, like Mangaka was just like head bopping to the entire way through.
And that's the most terrifying part about CD Mangaka. Very, very flow player. If you can see CD Mangaka having a great time, starting to flow with the music in the game, starting to flow with the sounds in the game, and starting to nod at their own play styles, you're kind of in trouble. You really have to break CD Mangaka from their highest point to be able to get your game back.
The way you do that is by mashing Stun Dipper the entire way through, because man, that move is so frustrating to get hit by.
Oh, but you know, just as frustrating there. The 6S getting beat out by the 6P.
The shock state making it so that he couldn't actually punish the like -7 situation from Savantrex. Because you have to remember, Mangaka really, really wanted to play Kai Kisuke in this game. It's just on the day one patch, Kai wasn't there. So he spent a lot of time trying to make Kai work, and he knows this matchup literally like the back of his hand. The double backdash catches the second one with a low. Stun shock state.
Oh!
They trade.
Oh, they trade, but that is exactly what Savantrex needed right there.
The two of them just laughing about the situation, having a good time.
Right, exactly. You know, it's tournament time for sure, but everyone's having a good time, and that's what's important here at Double Improper Popoff Arena. All right, push towards the corner here. Nice gun flame there. And so a very important part of this matchup for Kai is that they have to get this matchup playing at their own pace, because if they don't, Soul is going to run all over them. Case in point, the massive damage here.
Soul's got better pressure if he doesn't just end his own pressure with a random Dragon Punch. But Kai's got generally better neutral, although it's a little bit riskier, especially with the Stun Dipper option.
Yeah, exactly.
These characters really are like AC and DC. They're like perfect mirrors of the same ideal of throwing them into the corner, setting up with plus frames, and strike throwing you.
He's just trying to run in there, trying to get out of the corner.
Reading a run-up throw, going for a backdash, and Mangaka not committing to it.
Oh, great run and throw there. One more time? Absolutely.
Boom.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
One more time. Mangaka putting the first round on the board. 1-0 against Savantrex.
Yes. CD Mangaka looking like Daft Punk out here, doing one more time, once again there. Just very confident in playstyle, jamming to the game, feeling very confident. Wow, 6P beating out the Ariickk Clot? That was insane.
Too late. One of Kai's advantages is that heavy slash in the air hits so deep, most 6Ps can't low profile. You don't have like Blaze Blue or Dragon Ball style true anti-airs in this game where you're absolutely invulnerable. You're just like, your hitbox is just so low to the ground, you can't do anything about it.
Right.
It's like trying to hit a crouching Kirby.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually what's happening when they press 6P.
One more time.
Kai's jump-ins just hit so deep that even Kirby can't crouch under it.
Right. And hey, you know, Kai is absolutely fine with that now compared to previous Guilty Gears where could be low profiled in a lot of ways here. But it's Savantrex playing it very patiently. Oh, but gets their burst eaten at the same time. That is super unfortunate here. CD Mangaka gonna take this round here.
With the dust loop into the DP, taking the first stock in round 2. Until the Smash players leave, I'm calling it stocks and friendlies.
I'm not going to stop you. You're having a great time with it. We're just going to translate throughout ourselves here. All right, charge stun edge here. Gets a throw. Charge stun edge again. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Oh, no.
He staggered a bit too long and didn't get the shimmy distance right and got thrown himself back into the corner. The corner is actually one of the most interesting things about traditional fighting games. Yeah, you get this crazy huge advantage if you're in the corner, but you make one mistake and suddenly you gave up the corner. Now you're in the corner. It makes games dramatic, swingy, and it's like actually a surprisingly good comeback factor if they can make them
right. No meter. You can't do anything about that. Not going to cancel out? Or he will cancel. Okay. Oh, but it doesn't bait out the burst, unfortunately. Nice tech, though. Staying on point here, CD Mangaka trying to push back in, has 100 meter to play around with. The defense is on Savantrex's side, and Savantrex
Option
is now
selected with the purple Roman cancel. Not quite certain if he was going to get the throw or not, but still gets the kill.
CD Mangaka just
These are really close
here.
matches. It looks like 2-0 on the board, but every single one of these was coming down to the wire. Savantrex putting up this wonderful fight against Mangaka. Plus frames, double plus frames, eating up all the tension meter that Kai built up with that faultless defense on the first Fafnir.
Now gonna get the super here to burst through the wall. Gonna get a little bit of meter on the positive side of
Hard
things. But it
knockdown, less than the heart of life left. No meter, command throw. 50-50 into 7 letters.
And very good stuff from Mangaka there. You're starting to see a little bit of that, once again, that energy that he espouses out every time he starts feeling the game. He starts feeling himself. Gonna get the corner here again.
Plus frames, not dealing with it. Gold burst, getting all the meter, jumping over it, recovers in time to anti-air of jab.
Pushing towards the corner here. Gonna get another throw again. CD Mangaka special. Just like doing a throw just to make sure that
that first throw in the corner was delayed slightly. He was expecting Savantrex to do Dragon Punch, Roman cancel. Double. Back-to-back perfects, going from an intense, close game the entire way through to back-to-back perfects for Mangaka.
Yeah, double imperfect, perfect pop-off arena. I'm trying to fit the P in there. Improper perfect arena.
As
CD Mangaka is yelling off of this side there, just feeling himself, getting that energy, that vibe. He's shaking a little bit, but he's happy about it.
showing up off stream as we're playing another side of the losers matches. As our hero from the very start of today's stream, Billybob'n, got sent back to the loser's side by the strongest player, Havoc Noah, is currently facing double jeopardy against Ariickk, who we sent down previously. As I believe the winner of that one is going to get into the top 8 situations. They're like staring it down with Billybob's wonderful hair.
Yeah. Billybob'n has not shaken their hair yet, though, so I didn't realize they were over there. It could have been someone completely different. Could have been some fake fraud.
As right now, the tournament organizer is calling out a check-in for our second pool of the night at Double IPA today. As I'm in pool 2. You in pool 2?
I did not enter, actually.
Oh, you're not entered because you played the smart move of not having to deal with all the random Okazemi BS that a Strive can throw at you. I'm going to be in pool 2, so we're going to be swapping out at least one of our commentaries in a moment.
We should be swapping out both our commentaries here. CD Mangaka will be joining in here along with Bowser, I believe, or X45X for those of you who go by usernames on Twitter or whatnot. Very good commentators on the other side, too, who will bring the hype for you. So we're going to be taking probably a little bit of a break here in a second. And our organizer is not listening to us anymore. That's pretty good. It's all right. CD Mangaka will come save us in a bit here.
As we still have that one loser side match going on to see if Billybob'n gets his run back against... Okay, if Ariickk gets his run back against Billybob'n, as we're going to be swapping out commentators here in a moment for getting pools 2 started, including Steak Fox is going to be our first match on stream with bringing the hype and the pizza, apparently.
All right, awesome. And
as we're going to be taking a break right now as we swap out commentators and get our second pool rolling. So it's been great. I've been SilverTabby_FGC.
And I've been Ryudo.
This has been a wonderful day at Double IPA at Improper City in Denver, Colorado. And we'll be right back in a moment with our second pool in our 26-man bracket with a $150 pop bonus. As Steak Fox will be your first match on the stream, and see you soon.